I'm not a violent person. I'm not like right now. Like if you made me mad, I wouldn't want to hit you. I wouldn't want to fucking.
That'd be the
hurt you.
craziest thing.
I wouldn't want to break your orbital bone and bust your nose and fucking split your lip and fucking knock you unconscious, and I wouldn't want to fucking.
It's crazy that you just keep listing the different ways. Like, I think I got it. I got it, man.
It can't be that bad, oh, 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 it can't be that bad.
How old are you?
I'm 30. I'm That's an
That's
old
crazy.
motherfucker, yeah.
Well, we're Asian, so
Yeah,
don't
dude,
really
so
fucking,
I'm a little, it
I'm
makes
not
me
even
look a
gonna.
little younger.
Yeah,
If I was white and 30, I'd look 40.
bro. Bro, black don't crack and Asian don't raisin, so I'm gonna look this age.
You got
for,
both of
like,
those genes.
yeah.
It's so crazy. You got the best of
Bro,
both worlds.
30, that's crazy, bro. That's Asian motherfucker. Bro, we're gonna be like we're gonna be good looking until we're like 50 and then just turn like.
Once we hit 50, like all of the padding in between like our vertebrae is just gonna get squished, and we're gonna go from like 5'9", 5'10", all the way down to like 4'1".
And our skin is just gonna like completely sag. I don't know. I'm hoping that like the black side can like counteract that. Like, you know what I'm saying? But,
I think it'll counteract it for sure. Like you have the best of both worlds. You're just gonna stay youthful forever. On top of that, you're fit as fuck, dude. You look like an action figure. It's mania. I've never like it's insane. You're gonna have a 6-pack until you're like 80, man. It's crazy.
well, shit. Hopefully, I don't know. Doctors be lying. Like they said, I was supposed to be like 6'3".
Maybe you're still growing.
I'm like damn near. I'm like 1 inch above a short king.
Did they tell you were about to be 6'3"?
Yeah, so I think like when you're younger, they have like a slope or like, you know, they see the pattern of growth. But I swear, I don't care what anyone says, boxing stunts your growth.
Really?
I don't know if it's the repetitive, like the bouncing on the knees
Whoa.
or the weight cuts that keep your muscle from growing. I don't know what it is, but everyone I see like start as a kid boxing, unless they take a long break, like, oh, they, you know, win a couple national championships and then they stop and then they like come back in their teens or something. Like they take the chance to grow.
Yeah.
Like, what's his name? Tank, Gervonta Davis.
Yeah.
Motherfucker's like 5'4", like 5'3", and yeah, he's been boxing all his life. And I'm like, yeah, I swear, I don't care. I think boxing stunts your growth because they said I was supposed to be 6'2".
Damn.
All my family is hecka tall.
Uh-huh.
Oh, except Cujo.
Oh, dude. But so yeah, at least you got some height on like your siblings, right?
Yeah.
So because my brother's 6'1", and so growing up, I saw my brother like towering. As a Filipino, that's super tall, and I was just like, I can't wait, and I'm 5'9".
A 6'1" Filipino.
Right? It sounds like a myth. It sounds like I'm talking about Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, oh, this guy's lying. No, but he's for sure 6'1", unless like he had like a different set of parents.
That was your brother that you were saying was like 6 years older than you?
Yeah, 6.5 years older than me. So I don't know. But also I feel like, don't you feel like a bunch of people say, if you do this, if you do that, it's going to stunt your growth, right?
Like what? Give me an
My
example.
dad told me that if I started lifting weights young, then I'm going to be short. And so since I started lifting weights at 16 as opposed to my brother when he started lifting when he was like 19 or 20, that's why I'm shorter than him. But no, I just think it's like the luck of the draw.
I agree because like they'll say things like, oh, if you do this, you'll get taller. Like if you hang, like I have my little brother, he's I got a lot of family that's not family, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, blood, like they're not family, but blood couldn't make you no closer. And
Yeah.
like he's like 5'5", and they were like, yeah, if you hang from the pull-up bar, you'll get taller. And I swear, after our workouts, he would hang there for like 5 minutes. Like, you know those games at the state fair,
Yeah.
where like you hold on. Like, I swear he could win every prize because
he did that?
He just wanted to be tall so bad.
Oh, dude, people come up with reasons. People, like, I have I have this coworker who said that in high school he started eating he did some crazy research and he started like drinking hella milk and drinking like a bunch of these things, like a bunch of like herbs mashed into things, like just these holistic type things. And he claims that he went from 5'5" to 5'9". But I was like, when were you doing this? He said like in high school, and I said, fool, that's puberty. What do you mean that?
Bro, I hate bro science. I just hate
bro science.
Honestly, at the end, do what makes you feel good.
Yeah.
Like, not do what makes you happy. Do it like, I don't even, like we were just talking about, like, there's no right answer. Like,
no right answer.
Because I swear, scientists would be like, or saying, oh, drink cow's milk. It's good for you. It's got calcium and vitamin D and this and that. Now are like, humans are the only animals that drink another animal's milk. Blah, blah, blah. You need to be drinking almond milk or coconut milk or soy milk. And it's like, man, you can't tell me all my life I'm drinking this. I got a taste for it.
Yeah.
Like, and like I have cravings for it. I eat it with my cereal. I put it in things I cook with.
Are you craving milk on its own now because of that? You drink a glass of milk type of guy?
Hell no.
Hell no. Because that's a psychopath.
Bro, you know what? There's certain things that are like, traits of a psychopath. Like if you can eat a spoonful of mayo, like I'm like you.
Have you seen that in real life?
Yes.
You've seen people do that? Stay far away from those people.
Yeah. You know what? It's kind of hard, man. It's kind of hard. It's my best friend, but he might be long playing me. I don't know. He might be a psycho. He's half white.
Damn, it's his half white side. That
I was like,
over,
man, you're black and white. I'm like, but you can eat a spoonful of mayo. Like you don't have any like internalized like their black side is fighting that or what?
White people do some questionable things, man. Like I had this white guy over, Anders, and he's a guitarist for that collective that Cujo's in for Your Homies, and he was telling me about this thing his grandpa would eat. It's called the Great Depression sandwich because he was in the Great Depression, and it's just a mayo sandwich. Ain't that many? That's the worst thing I've ever heard in my life.
Speaking of, what's your opinion about Spam? I know you're Filipino, but what's your opinion about Spam?
If it's cooked right and like with rice and like with some ketchup, like banana ketchup, which is like Filipino ketchup, then I'm down for it. But some people be just like putting that thing like on a plate and microwaving it and then eating it like that.
What about canned tuna?
I mean, is it in a nice toasted sandwich type of thing? I don't know. I'm not like searching for these things.
Canned chicken?
Oh, so I see the trend here. So canned goods, why you have a strong opinion about canned goods?
You said a mayonnaise sandwich.
Yeah.
Now, and white people. My coworker, big white dude, works in the warehouse with me. He's like, man, I'll hook up my chicken salad sandwich. And I was like, oh, cool. I'm like, man, you got like Caesar salad dressing and like chicken and stuff. He's like, nah, chicken salad. I was like, what is that?
Oh, I see.
And he's like, oh, chicken salad. It's like canned chicken. And that's where I was like, hold on.
You thought it was a literal salad in a sandwich. Yeah, because they got like canned chicken.
What the fuck is chicken salad? Like, I don't even like tuna salad. I just don't think meat belongs in cans.
I don't think so,
with
too.
Salt water. He said chicken, mayo, relish, a boiled egg, and you mix it all together and put it on a sandwich with some cheese and I was just like, bro, I think you were abused. Like, I don't think you I think you might have thought it was a delicacy, but I think like,
no, dude. I mean, it's not that. I just have no opinion on it, dude. Like, you do you over there. Yeah, that's like, what is it like? It sounds like you be eating good. And like, as a boxer, are you allowed to eat? Like, does your metabolism just cancel it out? Don't you gotta like make weight, or do you just not gain the weight at all?
So, I'm a gym rat, so I stay in the gym all the time. So I'm always in shape. But I think I only do that to balance out like what I'm eating.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I just maintain. But also, over quarantine, everybody kind of found their hobbies, like their indoor hobbies. And I started watching YouTube videos on like grilling and shows on Netflix about like grilling competitions and stuff. So I got into like good quality meats and like starting to see like I've always yeah. So when I went to college, like before I dropped out, you know, I'm Kanye really of the boxing game, you know. But before I dropped out, I was like trying to do nutrition and physical training and stuff. So, you know, stuff that like was around boxing. So like maybe have a career in some, you know, having a gym or working with boxers, stuff like that. And during the nutrition class, I was picking up game on how to like make foods to cut weight that also tasted good. So yeah, man. And then growing up with my Vietnamese grandma, I'm just like learning all the dishes and how to make them healthy and like, yeah. So I make them healthy and taste good. But with that, I try to get like quality food. Like I see the American diet is shit, man.
Oh, it's horrible, dude.
The American lifestyle, we're so sedentary.
Oh, man,
like,
I once went with my parents to 2 buffets in one day. Like, what are we doing? All you can eat twice? How can you eat all you can eat twice? How you doing this?
That's kind of insane. Wait,
nuts.
And like, why did you leave the first one to go? Like,
I guess we got full, or we wanted a different kind of buffet. This is when I was a kid. Yeah.
Now I've only done that like out of necessity. Like me and my homie, there was a Golden Corral on the way home from school.
Man.
And me and my homies got out of school, and we were like, bruh, there ain't shit to eat at the house. Like, what do? We went to Golden Corral and sat there and ate like 2 plates. And then chilled for like 2 hours.
Stop.
And then went and got more plates, took a shit, chilled for like 2 hours. Bro, we were there from like, school gets out of like 3, from probably like 4 till like 9.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
They didn't say nothing to you? They didn't try to kick you out?
That was before. But you know what? They actually put in a policy because of that. They were like, yeah, there's like a 2-hour policy.
They put a picture with your face on it. Watch out for this man.
My bad.
Nah, dude. I mean, like, it's cool. I envy you because if I stand next to a sandwich or if I stand next to a burger, I'm gaining weight. If I just stand next to it. Dude, my metabolism's super slow. I used to be 255 pounds. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. But it looks like, I don't know, like you're never going to be fat a day in your life. Like you're burning calories as we speak right now.
You know what actually helped me? Intermittent fasting. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm doing.
But you know what? That's what I'm saying. Like the American lifestyle, like so 1, we don't work out. And then 2, I think our meals have way too many carbs. Like
everything.
That like I was doing like a little bit of like thinking and research and just like, you know, why is everyone so fat? There's like a huge obesity rate in America, right? Man. Heart disease, all this. And I'm like, what are the trends? Okay, there was Atkins, then there was a low carb diet, now there's keto. All these diets are really just taking out carbs, right? I don't know if you know anything about keto. No. Like, the only thing people really like about keto is I think you can eat like sweets and stuff as long as it doesn't have carbs in it. I'm like, okay, carbs, and then, you know, what they tell you about the heart disease and all that, like everything is deep fried and stuff. So I'm like, okay, carbs and deep fried. And I'm starting to look, okay, what are we eating? Breakfast, pancakes, French toast, waffles, muffins, cinnamon rolls. Everything has carbs. Cereal, everything is carbs. Okay, carbs take hella long to burn, right? So, but if you work out enough, you could cancel that meal of carbs, right?
Yeah.
It takes a cool amount to burn. All right, there's breakfast. Lunch, tacos, you got, you know, maybe flour tortillas, a burger, pizza, unlimited breadsticks if you go sit down somewhere.
If you go to Olive Garden. Yeah, you're right, dude.
I'm like, damn, you got to burn off those carbs too. They, you know, take hecka long to burn. Then dinner, you got fried chicken or chicken fried steak. It's deep fried, and the batter, the flour is carbs. Oh, and then you got dessert, you know, cakes or you know, cookies, whatever. I'm like, damn, we're eating too many fucking carbs.
Dude, this is America. Everywhere you go.
And then we don't work out either.
Nah, man. People hate the idea of a gym. I heard of this of my friends used to go to Planet Fitness, and because they want to pay $8 a month because it's hella cheap, right? And they would tell me that on Fridays at Planet Fitness outside they would be giving out pizza.
I saw that they have like free pizza Fridays. No, that's like a
But
thing.
why is that a thing? Like, good job, you burn 50 calories on the treadmill. Come out here and eat 1,000 calories.
Man.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't know why everything has to be deep fried. Like, imagine if we were just never introduced to anything that was fried. Like back in the day, you had to go hunt a mammoth. They didn't have an air fryer. They didn't have a deep fryer. They just ate the fucking. Raw, huh? I would hope at least over a fire. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I don't know how they did it, but like,
dude, now at the state fair, you can get deep fried Kool-Aid, deep fried Oreos, deep fried Twinkies.
Did you say deep fried Kool-Aid? That's not.
I'm
a
not
thing.
joking. That's a
how
thing.
do you deep fry Kool-Aid?
I actually don't know. But like
in the
it's
pouch,
a thing.
They put breading on the pouch. You just put it in the fryer.
I don't know. I think it's like it ends up like Pop Rocks type thing.
Oh,
something like.
Interesting.
But
humans are doing weird things to foods now. Like, have you seen like how they'll dry freeze candy?
Yeah, that's like I've been seeing. I saw that on TikTok, and then now I see them in stores and everything.
Yeah,
everything's crunchy.
I'm kind of interested. I'm kind of down for that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't know if we're sitting here hating on it. I'm like, hey,
I'm kind of liking it, dude.
I'm like, I'm a crunchy dude, so like,
texture.
I'm big on texture. Yeah, like, I don't really like grits or like like even like what is a vegetable like zucchini or like eggplant, things that like oatmeal, like shit that like is mushy.
Yeah,
not my thing.
I feel it. So you don't have to really follow a particular. I mean, you cook a lot of your own food.
Yeah,
you know how to do quality stuff. Man, it feels like you're checking off all these like check lists for like the most desirable man. Like, you could cook your own food. You could defend your woman in a dark alley if it came down to it. Were you like? Because I heard in a podcast you got into it because like you were getting bullied, and so you came up. You started boxing because you had to defend yourself.
I say because look, life is all about perspective, right? Yeah. I will say because I was getting bullied. My brothers will say you were the bully. Fuck you. So, but they don't. All right, it was like it all comes full circle. I would, like I said, we moved around a lot. We were broke. We moved around a lot. We ended up coming to Elk Grove. And just nicer area in Sacramento. Not worried about like bad people. We just stupid kids. Kids are fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Go there, and I'm the new guy, right? I'm wearing shitty clothes, and the kids just start messing with me. I'm used to it. I developed a personality, like just get around shit, get out of situations. But there was a boxer. He just wouldn't stop fucking with me, and I don't know why.
How old were you?
Probably like 12.
And there was like a middle school boxer there, or like he started young. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he started. Yeah, he was like golden glove, silver glove. Like he was like a legit dude.
And he started taking his skills and messing with you.
Bro, I think he was like Cobra Kai. I was like Miyagi Do. So, he started fucking with me, and then I was frustrated about it, but I had never learned to fight. I just watched The Last Dragon and Dragon Ball Z. So I actually just had a lot of internal like shit going on. I started doing bad in school. Like, I was sick of getting messed with because I couldn't stop it. I was like, damn, I can't talk my way out of this. And girls are kind of my vice. You know what I'm saying? So
interesting.
I was messing with this girl, and this girl had come between me and this dude. She was messing with both of us, and I ended up fighting the dude, and I got suspended for 5 days. Like I said, this is all gonna come back full circle. I'm getting bullied. I'm frustrated. I end up fighting the dude. I go home, and my brothers are home, and I end up beating them. I'm taking it out on them.
Damn.
Yeah. It wasn't. Yeah, that's why they're like, oh, you were the bully. I would really.
That's how it is. Like, that's like. I mean, that's just how it is with siblings. There's gonna be some like internal like frustrations, and because my older brother was like that too. Like, he had his own angst. So since I was just this chubby little brother, then we would have a lot of tension at home, and we would get into like physical altercations. But I mean, like, look at what you were able to turn that into now. You turned this into this whole thing.
Took me to boxing after that. She was like, "You want to beat up on them? Beat up on it." And I would like to say I loved it.
Yeah,
but there was a lady teacher that was hot in the first class, and so my mom was like, "Oh, you want to stay?" And I was like, "Yeah."
Oh man, you were incentivized by something else.
And then I came back the next day, and there was a dude teaching, and I was like, "Oh, where's it?" He was like, "Oh, she was just filling in." I was like, "Oh, cool." I was like, "Oh, I guess I'm here." End up learning it, getting good at it. And
Okay.
then it was
She would have just been a distraction anyway. Because at that point, you did it for yourself.
pretty much, yeah. I was just doing it because it was something to do. Like, I didn't really take it too serious at first. I just ended up getting good at it. But like I was saying, I have a love-hate relationship with it. So
Yeah, you were telling me downstairs. Because when you said you have a love-hate relationship for it, I had assumed it's because of all of like the business side of it, or like all of the uncontrollable factors that have nothing to do with the fighting. You were like, nah, man, I have a love-hate thing for it because
bro,
I have to train to not get my ass whooped.
it's the life, bro. Like when people say like, "Oh, I'm gonna quit boxing," like I don't be mad at them at all. I'd be like, "Oh man, good for you. Like you don't have to do this anymore." Like, man, because you train every day. You're trying to learn every day. You're keeping your body and your skills sharp every day. It's repetitive over and over. Like, you have to stay consistent.
Yeah.
And you make a lot of sacrifices. I can't go to this. I can't go to that. I can't drink. I can't smoke. I have, before my fights for 3 weeks, I'm abstinent. Like, and no drinking, no smoke. You sacrifice all these things. I pretty much do a 2 to 3 month camp, 8 to 12 weeks, average like 10 of no fun, just working and not talking, not partying, or going out with people for one day.
Wow. That is true when you put it
cutting
that
weight, like depleting my body the day before for one day on a 50-50 coin flip that I'm gonna win. And luckily I just trained so hard.
Dude, but look at you. You're 12-0.
Yeah.
12-0, bro. Like, look at that. That's incredible. And then, like, you were talking about, like, in this, I watched that mini documentary of you on YouTube, and then you were saying, like, once I hit 10-0, which you did in 2022, you're like, I'm gonna open a gym, and now you've exceeded that. You're like, I'm not gonna open a gym yet. You're just gonna keep going.
Yeah. Well, that was the original plan. My dad, R.P.
Dude, shout out to your pops, man.
Tom, he's a man. My dad, he would always say shit like, oh man, he's like, you gonna be my cash cow. Like, he's like, once you get to 10, like, I don't even care what you do in boxing, but you already started. Once you get to 10-0, you can open it. You can have a resume. You can open a gym. You got a belt already. Like, you're good. And then after he passed, I got to 10-0, and I was like, well, fuck, like, now it's like what I want to do. Now I can, now it's my dream. Like, I already accomplished his dream. Now I'm like, and then I ended up taking a fight to go 11-0, and I saw my ranking go up. I was like, okay, that's cool. Like, but it's whatever. Then I got with my promotion company, Westside Promotions, and man, I talked to my dude Patrick, and he man, we're like this, like we're locking. We got the same vision. The future of me, and my next fight's gonna be for a belt, and he got big plans for me. So, I won a fight with him, and I saw my ranking. Like, he wanted to test me. He put me with a real tough dude. And I got ranked like number 12 in the country. And I was like,
wow.
Damn, I could really, like, I'm really close to like a title. Like, I'm really, and then he's like, hey, you beat the dude I need you to be. He's like, next, you're fighting for a title. I'm hooking you up. Like, it's good. So, yeah, I definitely done a lot of shit. I definitely, came a long way, but still got a little way to go.
It's easy to forget the great things you're doing when you're constantly in the thick of it. Because even the way that you were talking about it, when you were able to take a step back and see how much you've accomplished, I saw the love part of the love-hate relationship, dude. You forget that in this kind of like, in this game, that you could level up and that you could be great and that you are great. I mean, minus all the other factors, which, there's a lot of other shit that like does suck. But at the end of the day, like, not only did you make yourself proud and have you hit these like stats and numbers and like, a 12-0 type thing, you made your father proud. You've done things that you've like immortalized and that will forever be remembered, man.
Yeah,
and that's the shit that you're doing, man.
Man, that was my, like, being the first, I mean, the old, I don't, yeah, you maybe, I mean, I'm not sure if you can relate to this or understand, with your the old, being Asian, being the oldest son, like, there's a lot of pressure on you. And I kind of develop a main character syndrome, like, and where I'm like, man, the world's on my shoulders. Everything's about me, man. You gotta you can't fail. You have to, because everybody in the family's looking up to you, looking at you, and looking forward, it's easy to get like down, like, man, I got so much to overcome. But yeah, sometimes it is fun to look back and be like, oh, look how much I overcame. Look how far I came. It does feel good. But like I said, I came a long way, but it's still a long way to go.
Yeah, dude. That's the thing about like Asians and the pressure of greatness, right? But you know what they say, like with pressure, that's how you make diamonds, right? I mean, there's a balance. Because like I've definitely seen some of those like Asian kids at school where that their father was very strict and like they only succeeded because they wanted to avoid that Asian father disappointment. There's a balance. I mean, like with me, like it was different. Like I have an older brother and he was valedictorian and he was definitely the golden child. And as much as you had the pressure of like being of being like this person that is to set a good example and like you want to achieve greatness to make your parents proud. And you made this main character story arc for yourself. I always felt like a side character and I wanted to be the main character. So it's all about perspective, dude. We could spend a lot of time about like, fuck, this sucks. But like, no, at the end of the day, you're making someone proud and someone else would kill to be in your position, dude.
When I think about it, like, cause like I said, you get in the rut, you get in the consistency of things and it's hard to, when you get into the just training your body to be and training your mind to focus on this one thing, I got to destroy this guy. It's easy to neglect, my relationships. Do I care for myself? All this and that. I did notice that it becomes. I guess I don't want to acknowledge this thought. It
you
becomes
don't have to if it's uncomfortable.
I notice a pattern almost of addiction. Like, I love it, but why do I love it?
Interesting.
I've been doing this since I was 13. I have an amazing story. I started in boxing. I took my first kickboxing fight. I was such a natural that I took my first kickboxing fight 3 months after starting. I trained for 3 months, and my coach accidentally put me in the fight twice. Like, entered me in the fight twice. So I had 2 opponents. I beat both of them in the same day. And, like, from then, maybe 3 years later, I was 16. I won the I went to Florida. I won the tournament, the kickboxing world championship. Not national, world. I fought dudes from other countries. And I knocked the first dude out, and then I won like the belt at 16. Ended up losing a couple fights and just being so young. Like, I hit success so early, like, but being young and getting that, like, all this to say, boxing has shaped my mentality to where I wonder if I rely on it, like need it for it, like praise, for acceptance, for like you're not shit. Okay, but when I win the fight, I'm addicted. Like, everyone loves me. I get social media, my blows up, likes, follow requests, women, guys want to hang out with me, women want to sleep with me, like people want to sponsor me, people want me to be the face of their brand. Everyone loves me. And then you say, oh man, you're 12, look what you've done, you're 12-0, 8 knockouts, you've done all this. I'm like, yeah, but it's because I don't want to lose. I want it so bad. I want it so much more than these dudes. If I'm afraid of what will happen if I lose, will I lose all that love? Will people and so that's why, I say maybe I don't necessarily want to acknowledge the thought, but I definitely, sometimes, I'm alone and I have these deep, profound, and I try to be introspective and look at myself. I'm like, why do you do this? Trying to ask myself why. Like, if I could do anything else, if I was good at anything else, I'm great. I'm good at some things. I'm a great cook. I'm a great, I think I'm a great cousin.
Yeah.
Like, which, it seems minuscule, but like I'm there for my family.
Mm-hmm.
But if I could be an R&B singer and not get punched in the face for a living and people would love me that way, and I can pull girls and still have all that same love and acceptance and stuff that way, yeah, I definitely do it. But I can't catch a ball, can't shoot a ball into aim it to shoot it in a hoop. Not too many other things, but for some reason, God blessed me with the ability to read moves guys do, to see feints, and this drive and determination that, like, and cockiness that, oh, you throwing it? Oh, I see it a mile away, and I see that chin, and I'm gonna find that chin, I'm gonna find that liver, and you're gonna go down, and I'm gonna get all the love, and not you. And yeah, sometimes I think about it that way. I'm like,
Dude, that's one of the realest things that I think I've heard on my platform, bro. I think I'm glad that you acknowledged it, even though you prefaced by saying you're afraid to acknowledge it. That's the realest. This is why I love having these conversations, because not only is that like Malakai's like inner thoughts, but like that is so relatable to a lot of other people, not just in the ring, but like to an R&B singer too. The big question of any passion that someone on the surface that they love but can also hate, the true question is just like, what am I doing this for? Because like me, like I'm a singer, and when I was like feeling real good about it, when I was feeling really confident about it, when like in my younger 20s, and like I felt like a big fish in a small pond, like, and I felt the confidence like kind of like edging cockiness, and I knew that there was something weird about that. I sat down and I questioned myself. I said, why am I doing this? I knew that like when I get up on stage and like when I sing, the way that people look at me, the way that people treat me afterwards, is that what I love it for? Do I like it because it's filling in some insecurity that came up from my past, And then like I was able to kind of further diagnose why I'm a performer, why I like making people laugh, why I like singing. It's because like I grew up a fat kid. Remember I told you that? And so I wasn't able to get love from females because like I just was not aesthetically pleasing. I was just a fat kid, and like if a girl were to talk to me, it's because like they wanted me to be their best friend, and I was the person that they would talk to about their boy problems. And so I found a way to get the attention that I didn't get either from females, or to get the attention that I didn't get from my parents because they saw my brother as this golden child. And this brings this whole question of just like, do I like singing because of the act of singing, because it feels good and I love music? Yes, and yes. But I did also acknowledge that there's this duality of like, I like the attention. Mm-hmm. But then like how much, bro?
Yeah.
How much? Like how much of this is for Machine Gun and how much of this is for Malikai?
That's true. Yeah. That's shit definitely goes through my mind. But like I said, you're on that consistency. You have this main goal. Sometimes, tuck that shit away. Can't really acknowledge it. But, I definitely, have my own mental health, issues. Went to therapy and stuff, and they tell me like I deal with, depression. I think therapy is definitely has been glamorized as of late, with the whole mental health movement and stuff. Definitely I think people go through things, but I don't think everybody has these diseases that need to be treated with pharmaceutical drugs and all this stuff, because especially when they're so young, like it changes your brain chemistry. We're all going through shit, and it's a whole different generation than our parents. Like they're just like, back then it's like, get a job and just work. And us is like, we working, but it's also social media. Like I was just talking about this with a homegirl. Like the people I see in high school, like I still see them on social media and stuff, and I'm seeing them get married, or some people like graduating this year, or some people buying their house and stuff, and like it makes you to feel like, damn, I'm behind. Like, damn, they're doing things, they're accomplishing things, and it can make you to get down. So,
I mean, what's your definition of success, right? Someone's definition of success could be the white picket fence life of getting married and having their 2 kids and having their property, but then still being some sort of accountant at whatever company, right? And doing a 9 to 5. That kind of like a creative person, an R&B singer could look at that lifestyle and be like, that's not for me. That's mundane. That's monotonous. Or, like it depends on like what does Malikai want? Is that the kind of lifestyle you want?
I don't know. I ain't really thought about that shit. I know what I want one day. I don't know what I want to end up with, but like, I haven't really thought about it.
I know it's all the definition of success. I mean, that's what it was for me when I was a kid, dude. I wanted to be on stage. I told my dad I want to be a wedding singer. My dad said, "You're gonna only eat the cake there."
That's crazy. Did you watch Adam Sandler, The Wedding Singer?
Oh man, one of like my top films. I'm a little softy. I like them rom-coms.
Me too.
You do too,
bruh. Okay. The plight of a hopeless romantic is insane, but also like, man, I don't know what it is, but like, I'm low key toxic as well. So it's but then again, I feel like everyone is like, and I don't feel like it's anyone's fault. Like, just talking to my homegirl. Well, I don't want to bring up anybody else's issues, but like, like me and my honey, for example, we broke up and we're getting back together. We on and off for about 2 years now, but this is like, we acknowledge the fact that we're young and stupid, but we care about each other. We're mature enough to say, okay, we're young, we're stupid, we're gonna mess up, but we care about each other. That's something worth holding on to. We care about each other a lot. The way I was telling you how I compartmentalize things. Okay. Like I was saying, I need to vacuum my living room. All right, I'll take the vacuum, put it in front of my door. Can't open the door. All right. Now I take it and I put it in the hallway. Can't get through the hallway. This shit's in the way. Move it to the living room. All right, now it's in the living room. I'll take this shit and I'll vacuum. All right, now I feel better. Break it down to smaller things, maybe throughout a week. Well, me and her, I'm like, okay, we care about each other. We want to be in a relationship, but we're both fucking up. We're being distracted. We're neglecting each other. We're, all right, let's work on communication. That's probably important for her. Let's just text what we're doing every day, like all the time. Like, all right, now we're like, oh, hey, I'm gonna go do this. Hey, I'm gonna do that. Hey, and like that's building like trust. That's building, like, I don't want to, even if we don't communicate, we can call later and be like, oh, this is what I was doing, and I was like, damn, this is working. So there's some, there's potential there, but then like mature enough to look at each other and be like, all right, he's a boxer. He's handsome. He's got the clout. He's probably gonna be fucking around. He's probably gonna do some bullshit. It's gonna make me mad, but we're not together. We're not together, so I have no right to get mad. We have each other's location. You're gonna be around. You're gonna be doing this, and and you didn't tell me you're going to. All right, I'm mad, but we're not together, so I can't be too mad. I can't hold you to, and with all that, at the end of it, what's the baseline? We care about each other. We love each other. I've told you things. You told me you see me in my vulnerable state. I've seen you vulnerable. We got so much chemistry. All right.
Yeah.
This is, no matter all the little bullshit, the petty bullshit that we could be irritated about, we still have something to build on. And we're okay. Communication. Now it's like, all right, let's go on dates. Maybe work on social media. We're just attacking all the little things at once, and maybe one day you can come together and have like actual something like a relationship. So,
wow, I think there's it's unconventional the way that you kind of navigated that, right? But it's kind of what Malikai knows, right? To be able to find a practical way to improve something like emotions with another human, right? That you were saying like you're more of like a calculated guy than like a creative emotional type of guy, like talk about his emotions type of guy. So you use something very calculated that you know that works. You're just like, okay, I know how to just say that what I'm doing on a daily basis. That's still communication, and that does like subconsciously build trust.
Like,
I mean,
don't get me wrong. Like, I'll be fucking like, yeah, like, bro, like that's the thing. Like, I like, and it's like it's like I. Like,
oh no!
Yeah,
What?
like,
That sucks, man.
No, it'll piss her off. But you know, hey, like she's like, it takes a lot of patience to get where we're at. It takes a lot of patience, and you know, it's not because of, you know, that's things like we've come to understand and get to know each other. Like growing up, like I was telling you, I'm the oldest son. You know, I got all these accomplishments. People love me, but I'm getting all this praise. I'm getting all these things. Kind of developed main character syndrome.
Yeah,
like I don't care about nobody. Like you were just saying, to be focused on this goal and tune everything out and distractions because I don't want to lose. I can't lose. I can't afford to lose because then I'm gonna lose this love. That's how I get the love. In the meantime, you're showing me love. Like I don't give a fuck about it. I think when I'm doing things, everybody turns off. Like when I'm living my life, everybody just is frozen. They're just NPCs.
So that kind of like mindset that helps in something like boxing, right?
Yeah,
because you
not in a relationship. No, yeah.
Not in a relationship and not being just a day-to-day human.
I'm a piece of shit. I'm a piece of shit boyfriend. Not very good of a friend. Wasn't very good of a family member. Now, with quarantine, I wasn't able to box. So I was really alone. I got really depressed. I was like, damn, like, there's no sports. I'm not able to box. Like, who am I? Why isn't anybody checking on me? What do I, like, who do I fall back on? Like, don't I have family? Like, what? And I was like, damn, I have not cared about people for so long that nobody cares to check up on me. I don't have a relationship with anybody. So now I'm working on building, like, caring about people. And look, man, even the way I just, my mannerism saying that, I'm like, it's a chore. I'm like, I'm caring about people. I'm calling, I'm checking in. It's like it is like a chore for me, but it feels good when people consider you to be like, hey, I'm doing this. You want to pull up? And I'm like, oh man, now I got weekend plans. I got stuff to do now. I got so many people. I got good relationships with so many people. I can meet up because, like, before, when it's just boxing and I'm just worried about me, it's just I do what the fuck I want. I'm really selfish, like, and I love women. Women are my vice. Like, oh my God, I love, like,
it's better than heroin.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that, man.
Hey, we're in the Bay. I think the new thing is fent, or trank,
oh shit! Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Heroin is like, that's just light.
That's
what I'm
old.
saying? It's like smoking weed. Yeah.
No.
But no, I like women would be like. That's how I would get. Just on maybe
just
like
your eyes
you
right now, man. I don't want to know what you were thinking about.
Well, maybe like you, how I boosted my ego, conquering women. Like I'm good looking. I know I'm good looking, and I'm successful. I'm boxing. Like I got clout. You want me. You love me. And like even if you don't want me, I can make you want me. Like,
interesting.
And I've developed a personality, a character, and I got the accolades. Like, you're gonna want me, and then I conquered. I sex with all these women. But I learned not only I have sex with all these women, I'm good at sex with all these women. I learned. Oh, this is how. I made you orgasm, and you're vulnerable, and you're like. I'm like, yeah, I brought you down to like your most vulnerable state. I'm the man. Yeah. Like I'm the shit for that, and I just develop an addiction to that, and that. There's no cuddling. There's no pillow talk. There's no let's go plan a date for that when you're just constant. And then the next next hot chick, and you're out conquering. There's no meaningful. So with my honey, I'm like, shit's, in the bed is great. We go on dates, we do this and that. Like, I'm like, man, this is something I could do like kind of a while, but I can't do that and this. I can't do that and be doing what I'm doing because she don't like that. All right, I have to consider that. All right, now, that I'm like, all right, trying not to neglect outside while trying to learn to multitask. I'm doing this box, I'm focused on this goal, but still working on developing myself.
It's the awareness, man. I mean, like, yeah, you talk about it. It's not like you're completely obliviously having committed. You being aware that women are your vice. You being aware that you could be a better boyfriend, and you being aware that like you can't succeed as a normal human without considering and caring for others. Dude, that's part of it. And you're young as fuck. I mean, like, and it's part of like the journey. Is kind of just like, oh, I should probably work on this thing. So
I wanted the fame in boxing because I want to be a legend. I want, at least in my city. I don't care about in the world because I don't like to travel. I don't
so
want to go.
Interesting, dude.
Everybody wants
That's
to fucking
the cutoff.
travel when you're young. No, I just want in my city to be people to love me. Like if I need a favor or if I go to, even right now, I go to restaurants sometimes. He's like, oh, your Machine Gun Malikai. Oh, let me get a picture. Oh, here's your. Oh no, your food is good. You got a free plate. Oh yeah, that's all I need. That's all I love. Oh, what? You're Malikai. I'm at the bar. Hey, let me buy you a shot. Shots are expensive. I don't fucking buy that shit. And people, all I gotta do is take a picture. Cool. They're like, oh hey, can I take a photo shoot of you? I love looking at myself. Like, yeah, take some free photos of me that come out good. All right, like I want to be a legend in my city. But then I started to think further. I'm like, okay, strangers will love me, but like, does your family love you? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm trying to show up more, go to my cousins. My cousin Nicole, she's a great dancer. Try to go to her things. A lot of my family's dancers. My little Cujo, try to go to his shows. Yeah. Try to be involved. My other brother Isaac, he's a filmographer. Go to his showings. When he has them. Like trying to, character develop, man. Just because you start off as season 1 Zuko doesn't mean you can't be season 4 Zuko.
That's growth, dude. You're trying to be, at first you were Vegeta. Vegeta when he first came and he was the villain. And then now you're like Vegeta after he met Bulma. After he's just like fucking around with Bulma type thing.
It's all like, yeah.
Wait, so where does the whole like it's so interesting the dichotomy of like you like having women be your vice and like but also you're into rom-coms too. Was that like a thing that came out afterwards, or you always been into rom-coms and you're just kind of like, yeah, I'm still.
Bro, I feel like everybody has this story. Almost like every male has a story, and I have like a theory of it. But, you have your first heartbreak. I feel like, everybody has to have their first heartbreak. But it changes you. And, like, the first one, it fucked me up so much because I felt like I did everything right. Like, flowers, loyal, this is, like, senior year high school. Yeah. Like, flowers, loyal, like, showed up, dates and all this, spend money on tickets and picking you up in the morning or picking you up to do things. All that good shit. And I got switched up on. Damn. And that, like, I got dumped for a bigger army dude. And I just felt in fear. And I was like, oh man, that fucking sucked. And like, so I have that in my heart. I have that ability. And I think, that's why my honey hangs on, because, she sees that and I have the potential for it. It's just after that, I developed a pattern of fucking, this girl didn't want me. Oh, I'm gonna do fuck this girl. I'm gonna conquer. I'm gonna make this girl like do all these. I got stories, man.
It was the after effect.
Yeah, and then so I have them both at the same time. Like I have that in my heart, but my brain is like conditioned to this pattern to do this. So it's like it definitely they be fighting each other, my heart and my brain. I'm like,
ain't it crazy like how pain will do that to you? That it will change something in your brain chemically. Like something will change What's your favorite part about the journey since you started professional boxing, dude? I know it's a love-hate thing, but like, what's the thing that you like about it outside of all of the materialistic gains from it and all of this, all of the love from it? Is there something that you feel in the ring that like you are actually like in love with?
Two things.
Yeah.
Not PC. The PR, the PR side of me wants to say all the people I've helped, like the other local boxer I've been able to help, or the kids I've been able to inspire to be like, I remember this message I got from this kid I was training, and something had happened and he got mad, and the dad he messaged me. He said, "Hey, Chris was going through something, and he could have flipped it. I told him no, or I don't know. He almost got in a fight. Something bad had happened." And he said, and he just sat back and he calmed down, and he said, and I said, "Hey, Chris, I'm proud of you. Thank you for not I know you really wanted this or something like that." And he said, "Yeah, Malikai said not to say anything when I'm really mad, so I just felt it was better to keep quiet." And I was like, damn, I'm out here teaching life lessons and shit. I'm like, damn, I'm unk for real. Like, that shit felt good. So, but that's something, my dad taught me. He would say, don't say anything when you're super angry. And like after a loss in boxing, he would tell me, like, don't talk at all. Cause he knew from my first loss that it's because, this happened. You'll just make excuses. You'll blame everybody. Like, you won't take no account. So you better and you're going to say things you don't even mean. So you better just shut the fuck up. Like, after my first loss in amateurs, I was like, man, if I'm not the best and I can't even win this fight in amateurs, how can I be the best pro champ in the world? Like, I suck. Like, I can't. And he's like, bro, it's just a journey. Like, you'll get better. He's like, and don't say anything when you're mad, and then also, or don't say things when you're mad because you might not mean it, and don't make promises when you're too happy, because you might have just got paid, you might just got some, and you might be super happy and say, "Oh man, hey, I'm gonna buy you a chain." I've done this, like I've expected a big bag from money. Oh, hey, little homie, oh yeah, oh man, you good? I'm gonna give you this. I'm gonna do this. And then life happens. Something happened, and then you're like, fuck, I can't even do that. Damn, like, or this money was actually supposed to go to something else. Like, helping out people. The people I've been able to help through boxing, like through my hard work, that feels good. But that's the PR version. But personally, was there something about boxing like?
Yeah, like what is it for Malikai? I mean, PR, like that's a great PR answer, and it's like dope that when you're in a position of influence that like you are changing lives. You're helping people without even knowing it. But then when it comes down to it, is there something that like actually fills your brain with dopamine amidst it?
I don't want to sound sadistic, but it does feel good to get a knockout. Whoa. It does feel good to, like, I don't want to say, oh, it feels good to hurt people. It feels good. Like, I don't want, like, when you're at your job, when you're with your family, your friends, how often do you want to, like, how often do you want to punch somebody? And you're like,
see what you're saying. I'm
going to get sued. I'm going to get, or I can't do, like, we're like a tame society now. Like, how people online say something like say something nasty to you, say something mean, something that actually hurts your feelings, and you didn't even, like, you don't even know this person. This person is anonymous. It's like they'll never see you, and you can take it out on somebody.
In the ring. And we're in a place where you're allowed to do it and can do it, and you're praised for doing it. That's such an interesting answer, because like we all have those built up feelings that we can't, some people will find it in their art. That's how I get rid of my frustrations is to do this and that. But like yours is the literal instinctive type of thing. Like when a man gets angry, they want to punch the wall. And then boom, there's consequences for punching the wall. You got to pay for the fucking drywall. You got to pay for all of that stuff. But here, I guess that's interesting because that's what you're supposed to do. You get praised for it and you get paid for it. Wow.
And you get not just praise, but you get the respect. I'm not a violent person. Mm-hmm. I'm not like, but what other thing is the manliest thing you can do? I'm not like right now, like if you made me mad, I wouldn't want to hit you. I wouldn't want to fucking
that'd be the craziest thing.
I wouldn't want to break your orbital bone and bust your nose and fucking split your lip and fucking knock you unconscious, and I wouldn't want to fucking.
It's crazy that you just keep listing the different ways. Like I think I got it, man. I wouldn't want to snap your tibia in half, man. I wouldn't want to punch you in your jugular. I wouldn't want
to. But like, I don't know shit about cars. I have a gun. I don't know too much about my gun. I have it for self-defense. Fishing. I fish not for sport. I fish for the peace. Okay. Barbecuing. All right, I love barbecue. I guess I can respect it. But like, there's some things that are manly that are like, obviously conquering women. Good at that. You get respect from men from certain things, but when I step into the conversation, I'm feeling like, I don't drink beer. I don't know anything about cars, and they're talking about cars. I still give my respect because, bro, you're a boxer. Like, we don't even. And in my head, I'm like, damn, you're bigger than me. I'm like, damn, you're like, maybe you could take a punch, and like, you start to feel. I guess start to feel inferior in a group of men if I don't know like the manly things, the typical masculine things of society, and I'm like, well, I just get a pass. Oh, you're an exception. Oh, you're a fighter, bro. You're badass. I'm like, oh yeah, it's something I'm good at, something I like, something I do because of an addiction, but maybe it's not something I love to do. Like I said, if I could get the same girls being an R&B singer, if I could get the same respect fucking playing basketball where I'm not getting fucking taking punches to the body or something, I might do something else. But this is what God blessed me with, so I gotta take advantage.
Yeah, that's true. You gotta take advantage, especially for a physical sport that you have a timeline to do it. If you're gonna be an R&B singer and you realize you're dope as fuck at 35, you could do that for however long until your lungs give out, right? But with this, like, you gotta be young and sprite to be able to do it. It's a window of opportunity.
Like, it's. I always tell people, boxing is not a career; it's a opportunity. You get in, get rich, and get out. It's like selling drugs. Not that I know anything. You get in, get rich, get out before bad things happen.
Before you get CTE, before something happens like that. Yeah. Is there a part of you that, like, do you wish that you could enjoy this sport without feeling that it has to, like, do you have a fear of feeling inferior? Do you have a fear of not feeling enough like a man? Growing up in a brown household. I mean, myself, like, there was always this this internal conflict of like, Christian, you're crying. You're not man enough. You got to be the man of the house. You got to be this and that. Especially growing up around a lot of women, it was just always confusing because and obviously a sensitive guy, and I've come to terms with that. Like, I don't need to feel like the most machismo guy in the room. If I'm standing next to a fucking WWE fighter to my left, and I'm standing next to a Muay Thai fighter on my right, and I'm standing next to a dude with an AK-47 in front of me, I'm not going to feel emasculated. Is there like something like from your past, or like that boxing a void from your past that boxing fills in that realm?
Nah, not necessarily. I'm the oldest boy, and for half my life, literally half my life, from when I was born till 13, I lived with my mom. So I was like the man of the house. I had to be the man of the house, even though shit, maybe that was it. Maybe you just unlocked some shit. I had to be the man of the house, but I didn't know how to fight. I didn't know how to protect shit. I was just acting like I run shit with no way of running shit. And then I got to boxing. Now I can do something about it. Now I'm like, oh shit, like I don't need to act tough because I know what I can do to somebody. Like I don't need. In fact, people think we walk like fighters. We walk around just like scan the room. Just like, who could I take in here? Like, blah, blah. Like that is not what I think. I think, man, when I walk in the room? All right, this is my entry point. Where's it? It's also an exit point. Where's the next exit point? How do I, bro? If it's a street fight, I got a good sucker punch and a good 40-yard dash. Like, I'm not fucking. I'm not gonna sit here and try to fuck. Yeah, no. I know what I can do, and I know what people are capable of.
Yeah.
I don't want to take it that far. I'll do shit to avoid fights. I don't need to be in fights.
Yeah, because why would you need to? I mean, self-defense, I'm sure like you got to unlock. Like you said, you could do a sucker punch and then just dip out hella fast if you had to, right? Protect yourself. I've never been in a fight, so I've always been curious. Like when I've talked to fighters in the past, I'm just like always curious as to like what it's done for them. And it's cool to know that like I don't know, this has been an interesting conversation because like you've had some like answers that are just like, whoa, that's real as fuck.
You never
dude.
been in a fight.
Yeah. Why are you looking at me like you want to fight me now?
Want one? Nah. I don't know. I always wonder when people say that to me. It's like,
yeah,
I wonder how much. I don't know. That's crazy.
Because I adapt to situations. That's all it is. You know?
I just wonder how much can you know about yourself if you haven't been in a fight? Like, how tough are you? How much can you take? How much, or what are you willing to do if you're backed in a corner? How much can you give? How caring are you for another life?
Whoa,
if you don't have to be,
crazy.
If you're mad enough, if you don't have to be, or if it's them versus you, like.
To answer that, I mean, like the way that I go about it is like I've learned a lot about myself by avoiding conflict. You know, I've learned that I can settle conflict verbally. That I've gotten good with my mouthpiece. That I've gotten good at like being able to like talk down a situation or be able to like before things escalate, be like, yo, how can I deliver my frustrations in such a way in such a way where hopefully the other person can understand it and it won't get to that point. Yeah. And I'm also just not in like situations where there would ever be a physical altercation, but I should be prepared for, you know, like if someone tries to mess with my fiance, then it's done. It's done. But
oh, you got a fiancé.
Yeah.
Good for you, bro.
Yeah, thanks, man.
I'm terrified of marriage. My family has no successful marriages.
Hey,
all
man.
divorce. Both sides. All
well,
divorce.
I mean, like
I got one on one side and one, but they divorced and then remarried. So,
damn, dude, and that must have done something to your perspective of it. Obviously,
my honey made me believe in love, like in marriage. Like it's crazy when you come from a divorce or separated household, and then you're messing with somebody who's come from like a married their whole life, like. Like I'm so cynical when I think comes to things like that, and they're like, "Oh, what? Take a break. What? We'll never split. Like what? And, you know, we're gonna have kids. We're gonna do this and that." And like the old couples, I ask them, "How did you stay married? How did you do?" Oh, it's a lot of patience. You gotta understand. You gotta go on dates. You gotta keep it. I'm like, all right, but. What about when I catch her follower account going up or likes her and, you know, our mutuals likes on social media? They don't have shit to say about that. They didn't go through none of this shit.
No, they don't know about it.
They don't know nothing about that. So now we're figuring that on the fly. But somebody who's willing to do that, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, dude.
That's pretty cool.
I mean, it's I think it's the beauty of different backgrounds and finding the middle of it. You guys are learning so much from each other because, like, let's say you end up with a girl that has the same tainted background of marriage and all of that stuff. Like, y'all could trauma bond and you guys could mutually agree, like, this ain't for us. But like, how healthy can that be? How toxic can it be? I mean, we know that it's going to go in that direction, but there's something beautiful about like, okay, you come from a place where I don't understand it. Teach me. And then like, how much have you grown from like shit that she just said? You're like, oh, this feels weird, but like, okay. And that's, I don't know, that's part of like growing up. And like, that's the cool part about different people.
I don't even want to get started on that because, oh my, there have been so many uncomfortable moments. I've been like, I never thought I'd have to think about this, but I guess this is your thing, and I gotta accept this. Like, ooh, that's a motherfucker.
Damn.
But even same thing, like relationships, even with my family, like I had to reconnect with my brother. I got to reconnect with Cujo. Like he told me like, because our family split up. Me and my brother me and Isaac went with my dad. Cujo and my sister went with my mom. So there was a big divide between us for a long time. And yeah, I was like, when I was searching for my family, because my family's super complicated. Probably don't have time, but my family's super complicated. I don't really have a family. Like, my family is distant family, and I didn't know that. So when I was trying to figure out my family and get closer to my family, it included repairing my relationship with Cujo. And he was young. Like, it was probably like 2 to 3 years ago. He was younger, and I knew he had to get the shit off his chest. But he told me, he said, yeah, you were never a big brother to me. It's like LaRussell was more of a big brother to me. I just went to some of your fights, like you're straight. And I knew he had to get that off his chest, but like, and I didn't have anything to say about him because it's like I was so focused. Like I said, I'm so focused on this thing. I just ignore. Hey, sorry I ignored you. Sorry I neglected you. But we're here now. You got that off your chest. Now what? Now let's move forward. And ever since, shit, we've been a lot better.
It's love, dude. Yeah. I mean, and that's the uncomfortable conversations that have to happen so that you don't hold resentment. You know?
If I wasn't ready for him to say that, oh my gosh! As soon as that you weren't a good, I'm like, what? Like, I might have fought my brother, but I'm like, I had to. Okay. All right. Baseline is love. All right, you love me, I love you. We're here together. We're stuck. Like, we don't want to be apart. Get what you gotta say. Hurt me. Take your shot. All right, now let's go on.
I mean, when someone, and that's constructive pain. You know, it wasn't just wasteful pain. He didn't say that. You know, he's your brother, and like from there, the only way you could go is up, right? And that's like, and it was meant to be because it was at the right time, at the right moment, because you were able to be like receptive to it. I don't know. I get emotional when I hear about like brotherhood because of me and my brother. Me and my brother, we're close. We talk about our feelings. We talk about like our issues. You know, his girl issues and my girl issues, and like we talk about like how we are to each other. Like if I've made him upset, he'll tell me. If he makes me upset, I'll tell him. And it wasn't always like that. So I find like I connect with that, and that's fucking dope, dude. Because I love Cujo, and like you're a dope ass individual too. And so it's just kind of like being able to like connect these characters in my life in one thing. So like, dude, thanks for coming on the podcast and opening up in such a interesting way. I mean, like it's always to hear the deeper side of like a professional boxer and I don't know, to get to know Malikai as opposed to like a Machine Gun that we see on all of your Instagram.
Yeah.
Shout out to your promos. Your caption game is like on point. It's hella funny. Yeah. You said call me a condom because people don't be fucking with me.
My honey just asked me. She sent me a picture of herself. She's out traveling or something. She's like, should I post this? Should I post this? I was like, post this one and that one. And she said caption. And then before, like you know when you send a text at the same time,
Mm-hmm.
like before she could say never mind,
Mm-hmm.
I already sent. Call me pubes because I'm above all you pussies. And, I was like, yeah, and she was like, never mind. I should have fucking knew. I was like,
You might as well just be a rapper, dude. You just
why
got
does
these
everybody
bars.
say that?
Because
Is
those are
that-
bars, man. You're speaking in symbolism and similes and metaphors, dude. Those are just all bars.
You gotta make it rhyme.
Yeah, I mean, then you'll come up with someone else that makes
I
it
guess.
rhyme. You know,
This is one-liners to me, but
Hey,
yeah,
that's
for
half
sure.
the battle, dude. Yeah, before we get out of here, I don't know if Cujo told you about how I end my episodes. Did he tell you? No, we do an improv scene, and I know you do a lot of skits.
Whoa.
I know you do a lot of skits, so I mean, like you kind of seasoned in the game with like
I know
taking up
with
the
improv,
character.
You can't say no. So
Yeah,
alright,
dude.
You gotta just take what comes to you.
All right, so the way that these scenes work, they could be about anything and everything that we talked about during today's episode, or it could be inspired from nothing at all.
Mhm.
Any questions?
No,
Okay.
but can I go to the bathroom first?
You can go to the bathroom first and we'll get going with this. Oh, dang, with the sunglasses. You ready for this?
Ready for this?
All right, baddies, without further ado, it can't be that bad. Then I put in applause. All right, I'm looking at your resume here, and it's looking pretty good. Yeah, so it says that you are 7'1", at a weight of 225 pounds. Says that says that you could whip up a good steak in the matter of 5 minutes, which is very impressive. I can't pronounce your name here. Can you tell me what it is?
LaQuavius.
Can you say that one more time?
I need to repeat myself.
I'm
LaQuavius.
I'm sorry, LaQuavius. My bad. It's okay. So, why we got you here is that you're auditioning for the role of The Rock in The Rock's documentary.
Yeah.
All right. You got a monologue with you?
Whenever you're ready.
Yeah. Can you tell me what the monologue's from?
Beauty and the Beast.
It's from the Disney movie Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, fat boy.
Yeah.
You got some big brother issues or something you can't hear?
Yeah, I mean, like, no, my brother and I were fine. We had issues growing up, and I'm healthy. My BMI's at a normal level. Okay, all right, then we'll just let you continue. All right, this is, what was your name?
LaQuavius.
LaQuavius.
Don't make me say it a fourth time.
All right, he's from East Palo Alto, and he'll be doing a monologue from Disney's Beauty and the Beast.
That was the Beast.
Is the monologue's done?
What more did you need to hear?
I know that just makes sense. I mean, like, you know, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson has he talks a lot. He does like a lot of,
What you want me to sing? You think I'm...
I thought that, I mean, Beauty and the Beast is a musical, so I thought you'd maybe sing. I don't know. It's not really,
Nah. Look. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play this role for you, and you're going to love it. If you don't love it, I'm going to do a reverse OnlyFans on you.
I don't know what that means.
I'm going to continue to send you nudes, and you're going to have to pay me to stop.
I think that means that's illegal. That's probably, I could probably block you. You know what? Fuck it. We'll give him the role. Cut to the Oscars when LaQuavius wins an Oscar for best leading actor for the role of The Rock in The Rock's movie, and the winner is LaQuavius.
I'd like to thank the Academy for this award. I'd like to thank this fat guy with brother problems and a fiance for giving me the role.
That's me.
And you know, playing The Rock. I had to get these nice tattoos, but you know, it was worth it because I got this Grammy.
It's an Oscar.
I said it's a Grammy.
Okay, it's just let them call it a Grammy. Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Now, what I'm gonna do with this Grammy, I'm gonna put it up on my mantle, and you know, I'm gonna kiss it every time I walk in, seductively, and you know, where it goes from there, who knows? You know what I'm saying?
I think he's gonna fuck the Grammy. Why would he fuck the Grammy? I mean, I don't know why he would. Cut back to home.
It's an Oscar.
Cut back to Laquavius's household, and we see what he does on his own time.
Can I jack off on here?
And scene. I was wondering what you were doing. I was like, are you taking a shit in there? You were applying. Do you just walk around with some fake tattoos?
Don't we all?
Oh, you're still in character. Huh? You still look like me. So I was like,
it was hard to break out.
I had never seen someone just like fully commit. Are you gonna walk around? You should go to downtown Sac with those tattoos.
Oh
on.
yeah, I'm gonna They look kind of real,
dude. They look fresh, is what it is. Like
if I put Saran wrap on it,
oh yeah,
I might be able to pull it off.
Yeah, I think you could.
They go all the way up.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wait, you came prepped with that? I'm using Laquavius as a thumbnail, part of the thumbnail. Dang, dude. That's solid. Oh yeah, you're gonna give me a good thumbnail photo.
Just screenshot it there. Hold on. Yeah, they're kind of nice, huh?
That's crazy that you have like full arm fake tattoos just ready to go. All right, bro. This has been a blast, man. Before we get out of here, go ahead and just plug all of your stuff, your social media, what people have to look forward to. You got a fight coming up on July 13th.
I had to take these off for a second because I went back to LaQuavi. Holy shit. Anyway, my name is Malikai Machine Gun Johnson, AKA Bankroll Mally, AKA the Finesser Professor, AKA Glock Lesnar, AKA Edward Triggerhands. And you can find my on Instagram, Bankroll Mally. Don't look for me anywhere else because I'm not on anywhere else. My Facebook is Malikai Alexander. My last name is Johnson, but remember I was telling you I was really successful early in my career? When I was an amateur, I started whooping everybody's asses and nobody wanted to fight me. So I used my last name as my middle name, or my middle name as my last name. So it's Malikai Alexander, and you can't change it on Facebook. So yeah, look me up on there on my fan page. And then my next fight is gonna be July 13th in Redwood City at the Fox Theater. I'm fighting for the NBA title, and yeah, if you like watching people get knocked out, you'll probably like watching me fight, because I don't usually get knocked out, but I do the knocking out. But I don't really know how to. And bro, this is a public speaking thing, right? I'm looking at myself in the.
And then one more thing, just leave the listeners back at home with a phrase, a saying. It could be even a word, just something that they could go about their day with that reminds them that it can't be that bad.
If you feel like you can't do nothing, but there's nothing you can do, just do what you can.
I love that. Thanks, bro.
I got that off Boondocks. Granddad taught me a lot of shit, bro.
Dude, Granddad.
Yeah, Granddad.
Very prolific. Baddies, you guys know where to find the podcast. You guys know where to find me because you're already here. And until next time, peace and love.
Is that your listeners, baddies?
Can't be that bad, oh, it 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 can't be that bad.